We are at 7:01.
Tap on YouTube. Jimmo?
Alright, hey, welcome everybody to the bi-weekly Gundam Guys show with friends. So we just go around and check with everybody, answer questions, whatever. So if you have any questions, put them in chat. Yeah.
No one talks. Sure, you're supposed to be talking to people.
Yeah, then my mic fell off the thing.
Still trying to figure out this iPad thing.
I'm presenting right now.
Yeah, for now I put it on you, Mike.
All right.
Where is those? Oh, there we go.
Working on master grade EXS. I'm just priming some parts now that I've done a test fit with my resin conversion, and took it all back apart. Now I'm just priming, getting the paint process started. So that's where I'm at. Got a bunch of parts here I need to be primed. And working on this big booster unit as we speak here.
You made quick progress from like 2 weeks ago, and you're barely cleaning up the resin.
Yeah, I just soaked them all overnight in purple power and cleaned them today. They're drying on a mat right now, and I'm just doing all the plastic parts, starting to prime those. And then once the resin parts are dry, I'll go ahead and prime those as well and start moving forward.
You got more drive than me, man. I just look at the box where some of the kits are. I'm like, I'd rather go work out for a second. All right, Henry, I believe you're new to the show. What are you working on now? Small introduction, if you want, to give to the audience.
I'm working on a master grade Proto Zero, doing some mods to convert the Katoki remake back to the original Okawara version.
So is that is it what now?
Like the Proto Zero, the master grade, it's like the TV version, but Katoki kind of redesigned it a bit, so I'm kind of undoing Katoki's redesign and making like a proper TV version of Master Grade Wing Zero.
So is this like Wing Zero? I was gonna say like what's Zero? I was blanking on it for a second there. I think I put that series out of my mind. So for that second, I was like, what is that? So you're just sanding down cutting off all those extra bits and whatnot and filling them?
Yeah, I've done some epoxy putty work here, and right now it's basically just clean up, a lot of puttying and sanding and repeating that.
Didn't they make a Zero Master Grade, or is it only Wing Zero Master Grade?
Well, they have like the Endless Volts version, which came out in the early 2000s, and then 2013 they made the Master Grade Wing Gundam Proto Zero, which is the one Kotoki went and kind of redesigned.
I don't really keep up with kits nowadays. They snuck a bunch out when I stopped caring for a little while. Because I used to complain, I'm like, oh, I'm done with Gundams, until they make the O and Victory Gundam, and then like all of a sudden, oh look, there's the O and there's Victory Gundam, damn. Everyone else is invisible.
We're here. We're working on stuff.
Yeah, some people's hands.
See, that's why I'm trying to get this multicam thing working.
Are you still working on your diorama for the week, Clem?
Yeah, well, bits and pieces of it. So right now what I'm doing now is, so for the stupid Zogok, I lost one of these clear pieces that go on the side of this thing here. So I'm making a clear resin copy of it right now. Or going to try to. So I have my part A and part B resin, clear resin. I'm going to mix some resin up and hopefully have something by the end of the show.
You have to pop that in the pressure pot, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this into the pressure pot. So, I mean,
What brand of
nothing
clear
too special.
resin are you using?
Just gotta measure out equal, well, almost equal amounts. It's 10 to 9 as in the ratio. And I find that if I try to mix too small of an amount to save on this stuff, I end up having resin that takes forever to cure. So I'm going to mix a slightly bigger batch up. So right now this says 6, and that's my first part. I'm going to put in almost equal to that.
Yeah, if you do a real small mix, it's harder to get the proportions precise.
Yep.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Is that Matt?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Jimmy.
What's up, Jimbo?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Welcome to the show.
Thank
We're live, so
That's-
watch your language, Mr. Potty Mouth.
I know.
I don't think we have age restrictions on this thing.
You gotta consider the source on that one.
Gotta think of the kids.
They see worse stuff on a daily, so, you know.
Oh yeah.
So you're still working on the SD, Jim?
Yeah.
Did you blank its eyes out?
Working on that.
I see what you did.
Yep. So basically, the sticker. See the sticker. And what sucks about this piece is that it's totally flat. Newer SDs have the little contour for the eyes. This one just is totally flat. So I just put some plot plate there. Make it nicer. It looks much better. So yeah, I'm slowly chipping away at this guy. So how many people we have on the chat?
Right now we're at 8, I think.
Yeah.
And George is trying to fix his multicam thing. So I think George should spend some time offline fixing it as opposed to live fixing it. Because I think we max out at 10 people.
Yep.
So if we start maxing out, I might drop off, or Angel might drop off to give other people a chance to build and chat online.
Yep.
People started talking.
Well, it's interesting when we're building and chatting, but then sometimes we get focused on what we're building, so it gets difficult to talk while we're doing stuff. As I put up my resin and try to get this in here.
Yeah. I'm masking. I can't look up.
Oh, I never bothered in looking up.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. I think you're new to the show too. So what are you working on? Little introduction. Anything you want to do?
It's a kit.
Chris has been a voyeur. Sorry, Chris. I wait till you talk and I talk over you.
Clem, that was for our private time. Come on.
Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I'm working on a resin kit. I'm masking for paint. The con beta from 5-Star Stories. Yeah, that's about it.
Seems like a lot of people seem to pick that kit up. I have no idea what that show is at all. But I see that kit get built a lot.
It's a book, no.
Yeah.
There's a really. It's a movie, but
The movie was kind of crappy.
Hey, I love the soundtrack to that movie. So.
Okay. Other than that, how was the movie?
You know what? The movie could have just skipped to the last 15 minutes, and that would have been it.
Of course.
Hold on a second. Does it actually show up now on camera or no? Now that the camera's better?
I can see the reflection. The change.
Oh,
Party foul.
wow. Yeah. Jumped off my clip.
Dear audience, I am sorry I didn't capture that for you. Probably would have been hilarious.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy piece. I was just trying to
I hope you hurt yourself.
part of it, had it on the clip, and I was spinning around a little too fast. Jumped right off.
That piece looks massive, and you're holding it with one clip.
No, the clip's pretty big. You can't really see the clip. It's a pretty beefy clip. That's why I picked it. Yeah, it's one of the two main booster units on the EXS. So and I've got some really heavy-ass metal thrusters that are going to go on it. Give it even more weight.
You're gonna have to put something in the front to keep it from leaning backwards. Then.
Yeah, well, the stand that came with it's pretty good, but I don't know. We'll have to see what it does when I
Starts bending under the weight of your parts.
put it all together. See if it manages to hold up. Starting the endless priming process. First, I'm going to have a drink. Yeah.
Someone talk.
Jim, you don't need to look at those instructions. It's like put leg stump into body, put head on body.
Why did I have a feeling that you were gonna say that? Actually,
I can draw the instructions on with stick figures for you.
no, because I have to chop a piece in half, and I want to make sure I'm chopping The right,
piece?
not the left one. Yeah, I wanna shorten this part of the arm.
You do it, Clement.
Or I got everything here. I can't. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
What's up, Matt?
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Interesting.
Wow, we're up at 9 people now. This is.
We
You
got
done
9 people?
You done with Stella?
That's their base.
Yeah, I saw. Nice job.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Here. I just did all this in the past like hour.
Man, you're really like.
You could have done that on camera.
No.
No, you know, I get in a mode and I just go. It's like it's hardcore. And plus my my air compressor I'm using right now is like my big ass tool compressor, so it's loud as shit. Because I need an adapter for my little one, so it wouldn't work well on camera.
We don't hear. What's the name's compressor?
My
compressor.
and I don't have a camera over there either, so.
Okay.
So
Never mind.
I'm not as cool as you. I don't have 2 cameras.
I'm sorry.
I see a question where someone said, "I noticed the last guy that was painting without a respirator. Is that a bad idea?" Eh?
Not all of us can be cool like
What?
I am gonna try
Mike,
using
saying you're painting without a respirator. Is that
I'm,
a good idea?
Oh,
I never use a respirator, and I should.
I have a giant spray booth here with this huge ass exhaust fan pulling all this stuff out. So
I used to use a respirator, but if I'm chatting,
this thing I have a 6-inch fan. This spray booth has a 6-inch fan. It's pretty strong.
Pretty much, people want you to sound like Darth Vader, I think.
No, I don't use one. I don't need to. I mean, it does. You can smell it a little bit, but it's not like I'm not breathing nothing but vapor in here.
Are you
Also,
spraying?
we live in the Southern California area, so we breathe in worse shit on a daily.
we don't smoke, so a good number of us don't smoke, so it's probably gonna. We're making up for our need of carcinogens somehow.
Like you do.
Chris was complaining that no one was talking now. Everyone wants to talk at once. It's awesome.
Yeah, well.
Moderate, Terry.
Yeah,
Terry,
This.
tell us who's on camera, and we'll start talking. If I'm still presenting, I'll keep talking.
It's usually you, so people could, bug you about being dangerous. Use the lighter, too, while you do it. Really amp the danger up.
Who are you talking to?
Mike.
Light up my paint vapors as they,
Yeah, you might need a candle to see better. You might want to put it in the spray booth.
I'm just hoping for that Michael Jackson commercial that pops up. He lights his head on fire.
Does Mike have kids?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so what does he have to worry about? He's already, sowed his seed.
What was that?
Yeah, I guess that would be a valid reason.
You actually haven't met his kids, so I don't want you to pick the judge.
I'm saying, he's procreated. He's good. He could die now happily.
Happily?
Oh,
He's
so I don't
smart.
need to worry about it. I can just off myself by breathing paint vapors all day long?
Yeah.
All right. I'm with you on that.
Mike's the old guy, so.
Shut up. Like I said, it's your turn.
No, I'm not.
Yo, getting an echo.
It's Clem again.
No, it's not.
I
Is it
think
me?
it's his.
I blame George.
Okay, now it's gone.
Yeah.
So what I'll be doing on camera for the first time is using pastels. I've never done it before, so.
I'm switching to you.
Uh-oh.
Let's see this. Let's see this kid self-destruct.
this one up.
No,
I've got-
no pressure at all.
I've got like 10 MIG pigments that have never been opened here. We're gonna dirty this
No one
mother.
has money.
What's that?
Dude, make stuff's the best.
I've never used it. I've been wanting to, but I find it so
I used
difficult.
a lot. I used a lot of it on the diorama. A lot of those pigments and stuff. That's where I really got started. I didn't use a lot either until I started building that thing.
Yeah, I got the whole fantasy line. So I've got I'm gonna use like the pigments for blues and purple tones since that's the color of my planet. And I'm using the rust colors and the metallics from MIG to just kind of. I was really sad because I had the ship looking really pretty with the pink stripes and everything on it. It was just too clean. I had to go in there and do all the post shading and stuff. But I mean, it looks good. It fits the theme.
What is this? What is this kit supposed to be? I've heard it mentioned, but I have no idea.
It is a figure kit. Hold on, let me get my camera adjusted here so it makes sense. You don't
Yeah,
want
I'm looking at it like I'm upside down. I'm gonna Spider-Man kiss it right now.
Can I turn my camera around this way?
I think that works.
That-
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm Polish. That's upside down to me, but whatever.
Right side up for us.
Straight up and down, you know. It doesn't matter.
So, oh, you want to see what the kit looks like? Here's the painted master.
All right, you need to flip that upside down. Flip it the other way.
So now like
There you
that
go.
looks good. Okay.
Crouch cam.
So that's their rendition.
Second.
But I did I sprayed my hot pink on the leg today and it looks really good.
Yeah, you did. I mean, what?
So I use the enamel, so I have to let that dry till at least till tomorrow, and I'll spray my clear and then hand paint all the stripes and shit.
So is that gonna be? It seems like the build looked like one of those old the arts on the side of the old bombers in W2.
Yeah, it's very pinup style. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, very similar.
I see the millions of masking tape, so I see you've been through hell recently.
It's always this table's my masking tape. You should see there's just shit everywhere. Yeah, there's probably about $50 worth of tape on this table just stuck here.
I don't know what's more annoying, masking or decaling to me. I think it's masking.
So the lesson we're learning here is modeling is
Decaling's fun compared to math.
I love decaling.
Masking is meditation.
Oh, yeah, if you're a crack addict.
How so? You're sitting here and you're just relaxing and you're doing this.
Cutting tape and it's too small. Garbage.
Well, you know,
Next.
you actually have to build models in order to mask. So.
Bam.
Yeah, see, never mind. You got me there.
Boom.
You mean I need to get past priming because I haven't got past that usually?
Yeah, that helps.
Recently, my wife said to me she wants to go to Japan. I'm like, ah, shit. So I have to win this contest one day? Oh, God, I don't want to build.
Yep. Yes, you do.
So for you guys that do pigment work, this is like my second time ever using this. Should I go dark to light or light to dark, I guess?
I don't think it matters.
Or like go from the lowest, like the recesses first and work my way up?
Yeah, go
Recess out.
Yeah, recess is up.
Just be careful, as stuff's pretty intense. It's going to go on a lot quicker than you might think.
Yeah, but when you flat coat it, doesn't it diminish the effect?
Well, what I found is when you try to seal it, a lot of times it blows off a lot of your pigment. So some cases you have to use it and just leave it alone. Don't touch it. It blows away your powder. You end up with nothing at all. You're right, though. It does diminish it if you seal it. Sure.
Jim, are you straight up measuring something on your phone?
Yeah, I am. I'm kind of.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's to scale on your phone?
No. The thing is, I want to shorten a piece. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can.
No, the glare gets bad. Just point it back towards yourself and it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty much the glare is less if you're looking at it rather than pointing at the camera.
Actually, you know what? I can probably. What I want to do is okay. Here's what I'm trying to do. This piece, I want to shorten it. I want to chop it. I want to chop a piece in the middle, but I'm not sure how much.
You gonna take your space knife and just go right through it?
No, not my space knife. I'm just gonna use good old Tamiya hobby saw. I mean.
You love the space knife.
I'm just gonna cut a sliver of it.
You dishonor the space knife, Jim.
I don't know.
If I would have bought the space knife, that thing would be like carving turkeys and crap for me in its off time.
Yeah, the knife is good to quickly cut something, but if I want precision, I think I'd rather go with a hobby saw because I go slower.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking, and the reason I'm measuring is because I took a picture of the part of the entire arm, and in Photoshop I kind of made it shorter just to see how it looked, if I liked it or not, and I did like it, so I wanted to measure how much did I shorten it, and 3 millimeters I think it was. Yeah. Around 3 millimeters, so more or less that's what I need to take off. I'm just trying to be precise so I don't make it too short or not make it short enough. I just wanted to make it just right.
Yay, questions soon.
He hasn't asked yet. He's about to.
Peer pressure. Sorry to cut you off, Jim.
Li Zhu, I'm not going to get mad at you if you keep trolling. I'm just going to stare off into space if you keep doing that.
Impulse.
As we patiently wait for a question. That's hilarious.
We're like starving dogs, like, bring them.
That's fine. So what I'm doing right now is, this is called a fade or filter, and I'm taking enamels. I've clear coated this with a lacquer-based product, and what I'm doing is I'm taking enamel paints and I'm just dotting this up, and
yeah, okay. So
for a second there, I thought you were making a building with dusty roads.
That's not funny.
Shh, he asked a question.
Yeah, well.
He asked a question.
Find the question. What do you ask?
Every time, he says, I can never mask successfully. Every time I do, no matter how flat and seamless I try to make the paint, it always bleeds under. I have a good number of kits that could really benefit. Maybe it's your paint.
So the first question we asked is how is he painting? If he's hand painting and he's using just masking tape, it's easy for a lot of paint to get under, to seep under.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing when I'm masking is, I'll do a quick example. I need to mask this off. So what I do is I take my masking tape here, and let's say I lay it down across his body like so. Now what you need to do is make sure that masking tape is nice and solid on there. Another question we need to ask is what kind of masking tape is he using? This yellow tape is very, very similar to Tamiya masking tape, which is this thickness or other thicknesses similar to this. It's very, very thin, it goes on nicely, and it sticks very, very well. Now, if you're hand brushing over this, it's very easy for paint to get under this layer. But if you're airbrushing, these layers of paint is very, very thin, so you're not going to get that bleeding effect. If you're using spray cans tend to spray a lot of paint. So what happens is you'll have a tendency for the paint to slip under there as well. So there's multiple reasons for your paint to be slipping through your masking. It's just a matter of identifying where the problem is. Hopefully that sort of answered that question in a broad sense of the way.
Yeah, it's kind of a combination of all those things. You know, it's probably tape, probably okay, but it's just probably too heavy paint going on, and it's just saturating the tape, and then it goes underneath.
You know what sometimes happens is if say you're masking a bunch of parts, and then you like wait a while to the tape. Sometimes the edges pull up a little bit. So before you start painting, just go over to make sure that they're all sealed.
Yeah. The best thing to do is paint right after you're done masking.
Yep.
Because this, like, I spent 3 hours of masking yesterday, and then today I came back to spray my paint, and a lot of my edges had lifted, and I knew that was going to happen. So I spent a good 30 minutes just going through and peeling those edges back down, and then even then, when I lifted the tape, I had some bleed through. So I'll have some touch-ups, but it's not bad. But yeah, it's always best to try to paint right after masking, just so you have, you know, the full effect of the tape, tackiness of the tape.
Yo, Clem.
Especially with Tamiya tape, because Tamiya tape is very low cut.
Yo, Clem, you used liquid mask on top of masking tape to help seal it, right?
Yeah.
Build?
So, Terry, if you could focus on me a little bit for a sec.
I'll be back.
So, if you look at this example again, so I've masked this off here. Now, there's a chance that I slipped and I left a little space between.
Wow.
Or was that just me?
No, it's like everything refreshed.
Yeah.
You guys
No, that was everybody. It took a poop.
Yep.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Sorry, I got booted.
I think we all did.
Yeah. That was interesting. At least it recovered.
Killed it.
That was interesting. So I'm wondering how far that got.
Not very.
Yeah, I was sitting here painting, and 1 minute you were talking, and the next minute you stopped, and I looked over, and your screen was frozen.
Terry, you still have control? Yeah, he does. Yeah, everyone got punted. That was interesting. So, back to what I was talking about before we had this technical difficulty.
Is it on?
Talking about the liquid masking. So, I applied some over here, and what happens is when you're masking off some of these areas, I might sometimes slip. And what I do as a coverall is I use some of this liquid mask and just apply it over the tape areas, just kind of as a catch-all. Now, the second thing I will do when I'm masking is also use sticky tack, which is, you know, your everyday poster tack, kind of like it looks like this, or if you've used it multiple times, it looks like this. And you can see that certain areas here, I've used that sticky tack to cover some of those areas for masking. And those are 3 elements I use when I mask. Hopefully that answered this question. I don't think Angel said we lost my audio. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
We
All right.
can hear you. It's on Angel's end.
Echoing.
Yeah, someone's echoing.
Test.
So since I'm still looking at my screen, who's running?
How come Dan's camera's not on?
You guys see that I'm here, though, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
I can
hear
hear
you. We just can't see you.
Huh. Okay. Let's figure that out.
So the second piece of what I'm doing here with this filter is, or fade, I'm not too sure. I think it's called a fade. Filter is done with one color, fade's done with multiple colors. Is I just loaded my brush up with a lot of lighter fluid or enamel thinner, and I'm just kind of blending these away or scratching off the paint. And this creates kind of a multicolor tonal effect that changes the tone of your plastic. And if you brush in a certain direction, you can effectively create rain streaks. Now you can use different brushes. This is a very, very stiff brush. Or you can use let's see here, my softer brush. You use a softer brush like this to create, a softer touch to it, or you can use a fan brush like this and also do the same effect, creating rain streaks like so.
He responded to how he uses tape.
What?
He uses Tamiya 6mm hand brushes
So he's hand brushing.
with Tamiya. No, with thinned acrylics.
But then the fact is he's hand brushing.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe that it's more so a lot more heavier paint.
Honestly, I wouldn't even use tape for hand brushing. That's just me.
Yeah, if you're hand brushing, I would not use tape. Maybe some of the hard edges.
Yeah.
It's a tough call.
Dark.
Harry, focus on someone else now.
I have a question.
Go for it.
So I had to go spray some dull coat on this because it was too slick. The pigments weren't sticking, so I'm gonna let that sit for about 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
So I want to take what I wanted to get done tonight on the face is I want to put a little like rouge on her cheeks and do just a little very minor pastel work on her. And then I want to seal that so that tomorrow I can go in and maybe like paint the eyebrows and around, still like what's the best step to do? I know I should probably do like the rouge first and seal that.
Correct.
What should I do after that? Should I paint the eyes and the teeth, or should I save those for last?
I usually paint the eyes first and then mask it off.
Really?
But the pigments aren't going to really go over there unless you're doing unless you're heavy-handed with your pigmenting and it's going over there. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Yeah, my thought process was do a little bit of the rouge, just a little bit on the cheeks. I might just add a little. I might want to fade her entire face out just a little bit, maybe just kind of tone it down a tad. So my thought process was do those two steps, seal it with dull coat tonight so it's dry tomorrow. My idea was I was going to save the eyes for last, and then go in and paint the eyebrows, the lips. Actually, I should probably do the hell. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm just kind of guessing.
Tim's
awesome.
on.
With that, the call is full and Tim is complaining.
It's funny, it's on camera that her face looks a lot lighter than it did in a lot of those photos that you had.
Yeah, so the photos on Facebook were not as... Well, shit, you can't see it there. It's all blown out. It looked really red on camera. It's not. It's actually very natural. a
Oh, I can
slice
see it
on the
there.
tan side. So I don't know, maybe can you see it there better? I don't know.
Yeah, I can see the flesh.
When it was
Color.
sitting on the table, you could really see it pretty good.
Yeah, it was just too bright. So that actually right there is pretty accurate, except for it's getting the pore is getting pretty blown out. But you can see the shading on the cheeks I did. Pretty subtle. Under the chin I did it. To kind of highlight the jawline. So basically what I did is I sprayed highlights just with the head pointing up, like this, and then I turned it upside down and just sprayed shadows. And then I went over the whole face with the transparent, they call it transparent virgin flesh, which is a very pale pink. And that kind of helped blend it all in. So I've got the skin tone I want. Now I want to do the cheeks, get that dialed in, and seal it tonight. Now this is dull coat, so if I screw up, can I take it off?
Yes. Since I've done layering, I do a layer, put the decals on, do another layer of the clear coat, and put that on. I've actually gone back and using, especially if you're using lacquers, you can use a high polish sanding implement and sand down the layers.
Right.
It takes a bit of effort to do that, but it can be done. I've done it in the past when I made a mistake on one of the levels that I need to go back a couple of layers to fix, but it was kind of a pain in the ass, but it is doable.
So if I screw up this makeup...
Well, and with pigments too, especially the AK stuff or MIG stuff, all you need to do if you do make a mistake is you can take a wet Q-tip and rub it right off, start over.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was told. That's why these guys, all the guys I talk to, they seal every layer with dull coat. I'm like, well, dull coat? How do you take it off? Like, well, with water. And
if you're happy with it, then seal it and go on to the next step.
Yeah, don't seal it until you're happy with it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what. Yeah. So like when I painted the face, I painted it probably 5 times before I finally got to okay, that's kind of what I want. So, and then I sealed it right away. When I do these pigments or the pastels, what grit sandpaper should I use? Like 2,000, 1,000? Does it matter?
Anything over 1,000 is solid.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll grind it up on there.
Realistically, anything over 600 is actually pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2,000 just because I got it. So I'm gonna mix this red and this pink to get kind of a reddish pink that I was looking for. Let's see what I get. Because they're both pretty strong. And that's actually pretty close to what I want.
Hopefully people are getting a pretty wide swath of what we're doing. I mean, I'm doing kind of some weathering. You're doing pastel, which is similar to weathering.
Yeah.
There's a couple people snapping. So, and the guys that are watching this live, feel free to ask questions, and we'll try to answer them.
Joe has a question.
Yes, go ahead, Joe.
Joe's in the chat.
Say again? What was the question?
He's just asking for a thorough resin model figure tutorial, and someone's already said Gamera has one on his blog.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
he also has video.
I have a full-on, start to finish tutorial on figure building.
Yep.
I've recently finished within, I would say earlier this year. I finished that, and hopefully that should be helpful because I go through some of the pitfalls I run through when building it, because a lot of times when you're building models, you're going to run into all sorts of things that's just going to do nothing but piss you the hell off. And that's part of what we do here is when we build.
Dan, what the hell are you doing to that Himok?
AMS.
Another good resource for anime resin figure building is Leona's Workshop on YouTube. So check her videos out if you haven't.
Yeah. Dan, you didn't even hear me, did you? No. He's got me muted.
Oh, he just has it muted. Dan!
I guess he's doing mods to that thing.
We should punt Dan and let Tim in.
He's frozen though. Oh, there he's going.
He's frozen? He's not frozen on my end.
It looked like he was.
No, he's moving. His mic must be effed.
Man, that looks really freaking cool.
Oh no, something's happening. What am I looking at?
Dan's wearing a really cool shirt. Now he's frozen.
Yeah, see, he can hear, but his mic doesn't work. So
That's hilarious.
yeah,
This is you're useless, Dan. It's funny
you're
because
making him laugh.
It's not very nice.
I'm wearing a pretty cool shirt.
Oh, he left.
I blame you.
Okay?
No,
There's
it's
a
not.
shirt you need to have right there.
You're not presented. Now
Yeah,
you
well,
are.
on my screen. See, so for anybody that needs one of these,
Yes, everyone needs one of those.
everybody needs one of these.
Where can you get one of those cool
Is that a
shirts?
possum or oh, no, that's what's
Get
it
them at
called?
our event.
Community
Event. We're on those Gundam guys.
Shameless plugs all around. This is-
Buy them online right now.
Yes, exactly. Support our cause.
The starving
Or
children in
please,
Africa
yeah.
need your help.
What?
But yeah, you could probably give it a shameless plug claim. Tell them where it's at. Tell them where to find it.
We'll do it. We'll worry about that later. Focus on the building. We'll plug later.
Shameless plug.
I wish you guys could see this because I think this is exactly what this should look like.
See what?
Her cheeks.
Can't really tell due to the quality of the cam. It would have to
Yeah,
get closer to the silver piece. The ship. There you go. Kind of gives a contrast.
It's just
I can
getting
kind of see it. It's just rough. Her face is really creeping me out, though. You need to get some color in that hair so I don't have nightmares.
So is there anything else I should do? So I got the cheeks exactly where I want them. Is there anything else I should do now before I seal it? Any other steps?
No.
Well, I was just thinking, if, like I said, if
Uric acid.
do a layer at a time and seal it. That way you don't have to worry about that layer.
Yeah. So this is exactly where I want. This looks really good.
If you're happy with that layer before you hit the next step, seal it. That way, if you do have to go backwards, you're not going to go all the way backwards.
Exactly.
Now, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, but now your video doesn't work.
Yeah, it's like I get one or the other. I can either get video or audio.
Dan, what'd you change?
Whatever he suggested.
Yeah,
At
I
least
know.
your audio's back.
Earlier in the week, you were fine.
Would you guys agree with Bobby? Ask your wife for tips.
Actually, I was just gonna go do that.
Yeah, that is not a dumb thing,
I
actually.
was actually gonna go do that. Show this to my wife and see what she thought.
That makes sense.
She does this shit every day.
Does this very scary little
Be right
person's
back.
face look like its makeup is right, or does it look like nightmares?
Is it the right color for her breasts? What do you think, honey?
Yeah. Did the colors on the areola look right?
Because the carpet matched the drape. That's all.
Well, that's not a question you have to ask when it comes to a model kit. You can just look at it. Did I get the right shade?
I don't know, Matt.
Someone's echoing.
You might be able to pull it off. I would say Matt's a pretty damn good painter. He might just pull it off.
Matt'll make her so pretty, someone on the internet will fall in love with her, and it'll be like that movie where the guy falls in love with his phone.
It's a good movie, man.
I heard that, but I can
Yeah,
actually
it is.
see kids doing that now and not
Interesting
being a good
concept.
movie.
I just can't stand. I just can't stand staring at the guy's hair lip.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you can't stand Scarlett Johansson. I was gonna say you need to leave.
Can't stand Scarlett Johansson as a robot.
Says you.
Wow, I hate my camera now.
I have
blame
the same
Terry.
one.
Hey, you got my camera.
I was gonna say I have the same one. There. We all do.
It's your
Terry, I
computer,
got the same.
never the camera. Don't blame camera overlord. You know what it is? You probably
What?
had your, because it has a mic option on the cam. You probably turn that off on your cam. So when you plug in another mic, it's probably telling you to go SOL yourself when it comes to video. It's like only me, bitch.
Go to the settings in the.
It's like live video or something. I forget what the app is called. It downloads in when you put it in.
No, live cam. It's running. It has,
Oh.
No. In the chat or in the Hangouts window, the settings there, you can turn on your audio on your laptop or whatever you're running it off of, or
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
trying
use
to-
the audio from your camera. Try switching up the audio from the camera to the laptop.
Good to figure these things out now.
Imagine if we set a time to do that.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
NYC.
Can you hear me
Yeah.
now? Can you hear me now?
Okay,
Yeah.
now we're focused on Dan and ask Dan questions. Yay!
Hey, Dan, what the hell are you doing to that high mock now?
Okay, I bought the Easy Arms set,
Oh.
and it comes with like the long gun that's from like 8th MS team. Which I took a section out of the barrel to make it like a snub nose. So I'm gonna put it on his arm. It's an arm-mounted weapon, kind of like that. So
I thought you were just doing this for a hand paint diorama, not a show Terrence the fuck up diorama.
this is gonna be for hand painting. I'm gonna do a hand painting tutorial, and I didn't want to take one of my big kits that I really care about and hand paint it. So I bought this dumb mock, and I'm gonna hand paint that.
Terry's getting a little butthurt.
Shut up, Mike.
Oh man.
14.
Oh, my camera doesn't like work.
I was like, this still doesn't inspire me to build a kit. If anything, I'm still on that Fallout 4 announced gotta play New Vegas hype.
Stupid Fallout. Don't even talk about it.
You've been playing XCOM or something.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that game is awesome. I don't know if it's on sale yet. Everyone says almost everyone is good, but I'm gonna kill myself with frustration.
Did you play the old one back in the day? Or
I've
ten-
never played a single one.
Oh, the original was awesome. And the new ones got enough of the original in it that you feel like you're going right back into the old game you used to play. It's pretty cool.
I've been playing a lot of Duck Game. I don't even care if people know it. It's the funniest fucking game I've played in a long time.
Yeah, I saw a video of that one. Looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's pretty much a huge cluster F game.
Oh, I need a drill bit.
Quack.
Someone's sending a message to all of us.
Add Tim to the chat. I don't believe that's possible.
Who? What do you have presenting, Terry?
It's you, so we can see the ridiculous sizes of masking tape that you own.
Oh.
Pardon my French here, but that one on the left, well, the camera's left is like sea hair thin.
So yeah,
Jesus.
this stuff's kind of nice to use because it's already pre-cut, and you know you can get some very, very thin masking going on. So what I'm going to do with this guy is do kind of a fractal paint scheme. What I painted here is, if you look at the Zogok, I did a burnt metal here and a gray, but I actually want to use the actual colors for the Zogok. So I painted those first, and now I'm going to lay down some masking tape and create kind of a fractal effect.
I have no idea what he's
That
talking
sounds way, way complicated.
Huh?
That sounds way, way complicated.
It's not complicated at all.
Colors on a thing.
That's just me saying I had no clue.
This will
Clem
sort of
also
make
has to
sense.
put at least 3 LEDs in it.
Shut up.
I don't know where. 1 in its eye and 2 in its boots.
So you can come back to me later after I've gotten a little bit more of this done. I just started now. And what I'm using is okay. Yeah, go to Matt.
Yeah, you told me to go away, so I
Yes,
did.
go away.
Get an echo again.
Nah. Well, yeah, it's on Clem again.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's on me.
No.
It's on Matt.
It's on me.
Matt, don't stick up for him. It's on Clem. I'm watching the green bar bounce.
Anyone have any questions from the audience yet? Or
Hex,
any new questions?
Hex or digital camo? I have no idea what Hex camo is.
I would say fractal.
Yeah, hexagons where you cut a bunch of hexagons out of masking tape, and you lay them in a pattern, kind of like a soccer ball.
Yeah, that's.
I always thought when people just camoed, you just take a bunch of sticky tack, stick it in certain areas after you painted a color, and then paint the other color and done.
Well, that's
No,
an
different kinds of camo.
organic camel.
Wait, go to my
That's
camera.
classic. Soft edge camo.
We said that now with the what?
Chris, go to Chris's camera.
Someone said they
Lib.
wanted. Holy
Oh.
crap!
Decals.
Man, make it easy. Is that Decepticon decals I just saw?
Yeah, and Autobots.
Yeah, I think it is.
What is that decal sheet from?
Lee got it from me. He got it from Taobao. He ordered he orders like a batch of like $50 worth, which is like 200 sheets of decals, and
Oh yeah.
take what I want.
Those are not pre-cut, right?
Yeah, those are. Yeah,
Really?
those are what I used on the Zodok I did. Well, they weren't as silver. The other ones, but.
Terry, can you see where we're at on?
What did you just tell me, Mike?
I can't see where I'm going.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Whoa.
Earth to Echo.
Somebody have their mic right in front of their speakers.
We've never figured it out.
Yeah, I took mine, but I turned my speakers sideways. I haven't.
I'm gonna blame George again.
Okay.
Works for me.
I don't know how you can blame that one on me. I've been muted most of this time, so my motor tool wouldn't be making a lot of noise.
No, it's Clem.
Wow.
Jesus.
Sounds like Max.
Don't do it, Dan. You're gonna mess it up. Don't do it.
Actually, I already that's not
Right, right. Mute mine.
the right hole. I can't find it.
There, does it work? Yeah. I muted you, Clem.
Clem again, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now there's 2 holes there, but it doesn't matter because this piece is going to go on top of it, and you're never going to see the wrong one. So.
Way to screw it up. I'm going to know. I'm going to judge it. I'm going to be like, first off, you picked my kit. Second off, there's a hole behind that gun.
Second, it's hand painted, so you're never going to win diddly squat with it anyway. So.
Yeah, no, maybe to the new people, you'll still impress most of the East Coast.
What do you build again?
No offense to East Coast builders that I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Most East Coasters will be
East
amazed.
Coast builders, right? The ones who aren't here right now.
Here goes Tim. Tim's going to chime in a second.
Nah, Tim's fine. Tim's a good builder. He just spends too much time on Voltron feet or whatever he was doing.
Voltron what?
He's been making like mock-ups for the Hummingbird or whatever, and I swear to you, the beginning of that just looked like he was making the Voltron Lions.
Wow.
Or Johnny 5. It looked like Johnny 5 for a second too. Which most of the audience won't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, like half the people in this call are from the East Coast, man.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
That's because they're desperate for contact with other model builders.
That's right.
Please.
Well, I can't argue with that one.
Matter of fact, about half of the people in the chat are in the East Coast.
Cool.
Nah, they're probably like some other country.
Yeah.
You're not gonna slap me with anything. You're gonna give me a hug and say that was a good burn, and then you're gonna like pop out an amazing model kit, and I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Is that Proto Zero that Henry's working on the same one he was working on when he got burnt out, or did he trash that one and start a new one when he came back?
This
Henry?
is a second Proto Zero.
So it's not the garbage one.
No. There's actually a guy on Twitter that I gave that kit to that was interested in finishing it. And when I started building back again, this was like one of the first kits I picked up because I kind of wanted to go back and finish it.
See, Clem, those people that told us that we shouldn't have shot the kits in the desert, they would have wanted it. Those people actually exist. That wasn't just a troll. Next time I go to Vegas, I'll go rent out the Rambo gun and like shoot away a master grade and watch somebody's tears.
But what you're not understanding though is they wanted his kit because East Coast. You know.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
I want to hold them up.
So what you're saying is a Clement clipped kit, barely sanded, is better than... I'm not finishing the sentence.
Not better. Aha. All right, we got Midwest here. Oh, it makes a good point. You're all going to be in the desert soon anyway.
I just imagine like attaching a master grade to one of those. What is that game called? I know there's a technical trick. No, that's not right. Where it shoots the frisbee and you got to shoot them out of the air, and it's a scoring system. What's that called?
Skeet shooter.
Yeah, we should rent a skeet shooter with a master grade and see how that goes.
Horrible.
Cool.
Do it with the Zeta.
The original Zeta?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the original, well, no, I don't want to do it, actually. I'm building that kit. The original High New.
Oh, yeah. Definitely deserves it.
I know it deserves it, but, you know, I got to build it.
Really? I've only heard good things about it. I don't know. I've never built it.
It's back heavy.
It's engineered. I just can't stand the looks of it personally, but.
Yeah, I never liked the new one until the new one came out. The High New, I'm sorry. I never liked it.
Awesome.
I like the new High New, but I am not in the mood to pay that kind of price for it. Even at a discount, even then.
Even if I give you the $5 for building on your mocks?
I don't know. That $5 might help. The mocks are almost done, but I didn't finish that other arm I showed you like last 2 weeks ago. I didn't finish it. I was like, Yeah, I want to play Resident Evil instead.
Sounds like my $5 are saved.
You mean
Yeah.
this one?
Ruby's college fund is saved.
You mean this one with the heavy arm set?
I don't buy
Oh,
attachment
dude.
sets, but yeah, that one. It's just too much.
I want that, but I'm against P Bandai in principle. So.
I just sold mine.
Yeah, well, I paid for it, and then we got this too.
And I'm gonna wave it in your face, jerk.
Like little metal parts upgrade for it as well.
Or you got the GPS attachment for it too, Mike, while you're showing off here? Some bitch.
No wonder you had to take that commission, man. You had to pay for all your models you bought. I
Yeah,
should
well,
just more models.
Camera here, we can see the backlog. Some of it, anyway.
All right, wait. I gotta put you back on the cam. First off, don't start that Mirage. It's garbage. So I saved you one kit.
Yeah, well, that's why it's still on the shelf.
What the hell are you talking about? Those Armored Core kits are gold, man.
With their million seam lines and their parts that shouldn't have been parts that should have just been molded on. I'm saying this is somebody that bought them all.
Hold it on because then they wouldn't have the
That
right
one's
edge.
probably better.
Behind that's the unsung.
Wait, you're complaining about parts being easier to paint?
No.
This is only
Easier to sand and... Well, not easier to sand, not easy to sand, and easy to lose.
Man, do you want easy or do you want good?
They're not good.
No,
not
man,
good.
they're excellent. I love those kits, dude.
No, that's especially that. That's the first one. The first one is awful. Maybe 8-ball is good, but the first one they were testing.
9-ball? Is it 9-ball?
9-ball, whatever. I haven't played those games in
Get
like
up Coke, man.
8 years.
All rolling.
I don't know. Some Kodo kits are a headache. Didn't Kodo bring out the Code Geass kits? They're a little painful.
Well, I'll tell you what, I did do.
I don't think they.
Yeah, they're Bandai. Code the.
They do show the rebellion.
No. Now here's a treasure. There you go.
Nice.
Hey, Dan, I know you probably didn't watch it, but the new Star Fox, they actually gave their ships. They have Gerwalk mode. I'm serious.
Wow. They're halfway there.
Yeah, almost. And, but they still have animals as pilots, so they're not Robotech yet.
That's alright.
Yeah, Robotech changers, man.
Let me confirm. I think it's Bandai, but the quality didn't seem Bandai when I was building it.
It wasn't Gundam, so like, meh. We don't have to make it good.
No, I actually like Code Geass, but I didn't like the kits. They were annoying.
There.
Huh.
Or yeah, that's an old one.
I'm gonna bore this out.
That's Robotech.
Oh, here's a tip for people who are watching. This is your kind of standard piece of sprue. They make great posts for mods because many of the holes that come with various kits and polycaps as well are the same size as the sprues. So they fit right into the polycaps. So that's a useful thing for you when you're doing a mod.
Alright, you guys win. I went and did the research. It was a Bandai kit, but it wasn't any kind of grade. It was like no grade.
It's not a Gundam kit.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What kit?
The Lancelot.
Ah,
That thing, only that and like 2 others came out, and then like variants of the Lancelot, so it might as well have been called Strike.
Lancelot Recolor, Lancelot Recolor 2, Lancelot.
Yeah, it's like Lancelot with Striker backpack, and then Lancelot with a gun.
I wish they would do more of the R3 line from Bandai.
Yeah.
Those were nice kits. The Mark II.
And they came out about the same time as the Scope Dog kits, which were also real nice.
Yeah. Got the L game kit for sale.
Thanks, Joe's Gunpla. You understand my plight then. The plastic did seem pretty crappy. Like, it felt like I was working on a no-grade kit. Flashback to the Gundam kits that were no-grade. Mike, are you still painting? Are you priming? Like, what is going on? You've been at that the whole time.
No, I'm still priming. I'm just priming all the frame at this point, the inner frame. There's a ton of parts because
I thought that was an older kit. They had full inner frames back then.
it's a 2002.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but it was huge. The huge kits had some inner frames back then.
yeah, this one's got a bunch of screws and everything else too holding it together.
Oh boy.
Yay.
I remember the screws, the things that made me quit the first time. I hate you, Master Gundam, and your stupid screws in your knees.
Yeah, well, this thing's got them in the backpack. It's got them in the shoulders and the leg. Pretty much anywhere there's any weight, a load-bearing joint, it's got a screw in it.
You guys ever try using Loctite on the screws?
Well, no, only
I
because
tried stripping the screws off.
Way too many people talking. Like, I've stripped out a few screws, and I've tried, they sell Loctite for plastic for screws, and it works great on the old kits.
Cool.
Nice.
This is my tip for the day. I'm done.
My tip for the day, avoid the kits with the screws.
But then you miss out on designs you like.
Hard to use a screwdriver, Terry?
No. What happened is, some of those kits, they didn't work right, so the head of the screw was too large, and it would make an imprint on the armor that would go over it. Even tightened all the way in.
So you didn't put it in far enough, but
Yeah.
that's a personal problem.
You know what?
You're married now, so you have to
You'll get yours, Mike Wine, on Saturday. You'll get yours.
I'm the old guy in the room, man. You can't touch me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know. I respect my elders.
Oh.
I got the right camera angle here. You see the gray? There you go.
Did you give me the finger? I couldn't tell.
No, the gray. Got a little bit of gray in here, you know.
Yeah, so do I. I want to get the whole Mr. Fantastic look Dan's got for me.
Oh, yeah. Can't keep the women off me.
Gotta beat him off with a Gundam kit. Look, I'm a nerd. Oh, bye.
That's why I build. I actually have no interest, just to save my marriage.
This is gonna be documents in a court of law later. Dan, watch your mouth.
No one's seeing this, right?
Yeah, no.
Only 16 people.
No.
And then the few hundred that'll watch it later.
Well, now I don't feel so bad that I'm never on.
That's because I get scared of your mic, like, noticing that I put it on and then screeching at me, and then I shooting myself in the head. There you go, George. Oh, isn't that your scope dog or your old kid, or I'm confusing everything, aren't I?
Ian Krieger.
Keep guessing, man. I like this game. It's fun.
The Zaku Mind Layer made in the 1940s.
That's a good
Japanese are going to use it for Dub 2.
It's a great kid. They mine the San Pedro with it.
It's Voltus 5, got it.
Wow.
I just
I
have to
didn't
throw.
know, you know.
I know Voltus 5, I just never watched it.
I only know it because a Filipino guy I knew told me it was like, oh, this is like huge in the Philippines. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I've heard of it.
I want to make so many jokes right now, and I'm not gonna do it.
That wasn't a Filipino joke, by the way. That was just because.
No, I meant you loaded
the
me
one
with.
guy who ever told me about it was Filipino. He's like, it's huge.
Holy hell! You pinned it all together.
The Machine Krieger? Basically.
It doesn't have
Originally-
ABS or anything.
Why is it all one color?
Originally it had polycaps, but they were
Oh.
ugly, so I got rid of them. And in our last chat, I sculpted a lot of these obviously putty joint covers.
I recall that.
Right now I'm trying to find some springs to put on the legs, but no, I'm having a lot of luck finding the right size.
For some reason, when I look at the kit in the YouTube cam of it, I keep thinking of that Scooby-Doo villain that looked like the skull in the spaceman suit that laughed crazily. You should mod the kit into that.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Let me just see if I can find it.
There weren't any Zakos in Scooby-Doo, so. So.
Yes, therefore I never watched Scooby-Doo, right? What's this? Eureka 7? I can't watch it. There's no Zakus. But there are armored cores, so there's that.
Did you guys see the Mono Eye press thing on Facebook for Zaku's?
What? Mono Eye what?
Mono Eye press out there. I don't know. It's a concept that just says post a Zaku you built. Get on that, George.
Well, I certainly could. I don't know if I'm too interested, though.
There you go, George. I sent it in a message. You'll now never be able to unsee it.
When you say I'll never be able to unsee it, what is it about it that leaves such an
It
impression?
just looks like your kit. So I'm just going to see that Scooby-Doo spaceman ghost now from now on.
Is this like a Facebook message or what?
What? No, it's just in the Google message.
Where the hell is that?
Pick up the can attached to the string.
Chris, where did the Blues bear guy baby came out?
I figured I needed something to. Because I'm just masking if you're on there.
I didn't know it came out. I'm going to be forced to go pick
Oh,
all the
this
colors
is-
up now.
This isn't a regular one. It's a Care Bear one.
Ah, it's the Care Bear.
That's why he's on a cloud of cotton.
Springs, yay! Springtime for Hitler.
Why aren't you in bed?
Yeah, why aren't you in bed?
Yeah, go to bed.
My son, he should be in bed. I'm talking to some friends, buddy.
If you're going to beat your children, you might want to mute your mic.
I'm talking to
Those
some...
Gundam guys does not promote that kind of humor.
Really?
Yeah, but a couple of us live it.
I have to cover our asses, Mike. Shut up.
I know.
Just like we do not condone drinking and building models at the same time.
Oh, I know. I hate when people do that.
Yeah.
It's really
Well,
terrible.
see,
Tequila
I'm not-
shots and all.
Here's
I mean-
the thing. See, I'm not one of those Gundam guys. I'm one of the and friends.
You could do what you like then, but no drinking and
Yeah.
model building and driving.
Can we change
That's
the
a killer.
channel and associates? I don't know if we're friends yet.
No, we're like the Kunin friends.
No, and the rest, like they did on Gilligan's Island.
He just, like, it feels like he's in an episode of Happy Tree Friends or something like that.
Yeah.
The
Except
Asian
no one's dead yet.
Doesn't want to be called Aunt Friend.
I'd
We've
suggest-
made it what, 50 minutes, an hour or so, an hour and a half, when nobody's dead yet. This is a boring episode of Happy Tree Friends. I'm just waiting for that one show where somebody's like, I'll be using my hobby knife and my finger's off.
I did that already.
It's probably going to be Jim with his space saw.
What?
It's going to be a clean cut, too.
I did that with a table saw.
Dan, if you're questioning what I'm talking about, he has this fancy modeling saw, which is apparently 2 bills, and it goes through pieces like butter. I'm sure it can go through flesh pretty easily, too.
It's based on the knives that the Evangelion units use.
A vibro knife.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what that anime is at all.
Oh. Stop the hating, Gary.
What? No, I like the movies. I just didn't see the last one.
Well, yeah, it's because no one can frickin' ever see it because they don't know what the hell they want to do with it.
Throw it in the trash.
Where it
Oh,
belongs.
we did a dub. Oh, we don't like it. We're taking it back. You have to dub it again. Not what you'd expect from such a level-headed director.
And now movie talk with those Gundam guys.
I've never seen Evangelion. How is it? How's the series? I've only seen like maybe
You don't have to watch it. It's fine that you have not.
Good job.
no, I've only seen maybe the first 5 episodes of the series.
That's fine. You're
Never
good.
mind, Terry. It's awesome.
No. He's talking about the TV series. It is not awesome.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
The TV series is fandom that sucks.
Yeah, you know that's true. That's like certain video games. It's like the fans suck, the game's okay.
Oh, Terry, you don't like Creep. You don't like Evangelion. How are we friends?
I don't like. I told you, I'm over the hating of that song.
You guys are friends?
Yeah, we are.
That's horrible.
No, like Mike and Terry are like the 2 sides of my personality.
What?
So you and Terry are like the 2
He's the
sides.
tall one, and I'm the Hispanic white guy. So that's what it is. The tall you get from Mike. It's your tall personality.
Wow.
Personality?
Gundam builders have personality?
Sometimes, if we want to act like we're human beings, yeah.
Anyway, right now I'm mixing up some more primer.
Don't touch the side.
So is it worth it or not worth watching the series?
Yes.
Just watch the movies. Save yourself hours. Just watch the movies.
Which movie?
You won't appreciate the movies if you haven't watched
What was the
them.
question?
Well, the series is like what, 15 episodes long, something like
25 in a movie.
that? 25. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, they ran out of money for the movie, so it's pretty terrible. That's why they kind of made the first movie kind of redo the ending. And then now they have movies because they want to remake the whole thing.
Alright, if you watch 1 through 24, you'll hate the series. Watch the movie, you'll be like, okay. Watch the movies and you'll be a fan.
You know
I think a buddy of mine told me that the movie was like it was really weird out there.
Aliens!
There's a series that came out afterwards that, takes a lot of ideas from Eva, but I find it to be a lot better. Argento Soma. Because there's no whiny little bullshit. It's just, it's good. I don't know. Eva sucks. I said it.
Bunch of haters.
Right.
Haters don't hate.
That's the definition.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I hate on all kinds of stuff. I just don't hate Evangelion.
I don't know. I don't hate it. It's just I've seen it. What? How many years ago? You know what I mean? Like it's move on. Not to be all and all.
I think it's almost to its 25th or something anniversary at this point.
Yeah, we don't want to spend our time worshiping some old anime series.
Yeah, what
Exactly.
the hell?
How dare you point out my hypocrisy, sir? How dare you?
Hey, come on,
Different.
Dan. One has good characters and the other's Evangelion,
Oh.
which has, what, not really good characters. Everyone that's a good character is actually a scumbag.
That's what's interesting. Well, you probably know and understand characters of Evangelion better than in the characters in most Gundam series.
No, I understand when Tomino's depressed and he's like, you know what, just fucking kill every character. I actually understand that.
Like,
Everybody's got to die. Gundams, they've had too many living protagonists. Let's just kill everybody. And that's how you got Zeta. Oh, spoilers. Oh well. You know he gets in a kill streak when he's like, I'm gonna write a novel version of the original Gundam, and Amuro dies.
Thanks. Spoilers.
That's only like what? We're approaching 40 years of a spoiler.
Right. I don't
It's gonna make Char's counterattack kind of boring if Amuro died in the first Gundam.
Yeah.
Char wins!
Char doesn't become anything. Aww.
Char's easy victory.
Yeah, Zeon just wins originally, so there's no Char's counterattack.
So how about those model kits?
Okay.
What are those?
These things.
I told you this is movie talk with those Gundam guys and friends.
Over here.
Associates.
Jim, is that seriously like a X-Acto cutter?
This is the chopper.
Get
Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper!
This is the chopper.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim will forever be known as the guy who has a tool for everything.
To the chopper.
Alright, jokers. Hey, Jim, so for the chopper, I got one a little while ago.
Yep.
I don't know, like, I find it's too small for, like, making cuts, you know what I mean? I don't know, like...
Yeah, one of the things that I don't like about it is that my cuts aren't parallel. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
I've been thinking about, I've been trying to do a workaround to add like a little LED just so I could see the line I'm cutting.
Yeah.
The way it's built, there's always a shadow right where the blade is.
I know. It's a little bit annoying. I'm using it right now just to score a line because I'm using the hobby saw to cut.
Yeah.
So I'm just using the blade of the chopper because it's straight, and I can use it as a guide. So I have the same distance. So I'm just using that to score a line so I can use the hobby knife. But I've only gotten really use of it when I'm cutting very very small rods, like I don't know, like a millimeter or something.
Yeah.
It's great because it's small, but anything like really thick, like if I want to cut something, I don't know, maybe something as big as 4 millimeters or higher.
How much did you pay for that?
For this thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I bought it on Amazon.
When I got it, it was $55. That was like almost a month ago, about.
Well, yeah.
No,
I'm looking at it on eBay right now, and we have the Chopper 2 for wood and styrene.
Yeah.
$44 with $11 shipping.
No, I know for a fact that I did not pay that much.
God.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I'm just saying, like, I was like, yeah, let me just buy it. It's been on my wish list for like 2 years.
That's all I have to say. All right. Tell my wife that. Just buy it.
I think that's everything.
Ninja,
Okay, I'm just quiet all night. What you doing over there?
that shield in the seconds I saw it white earlier.
Yeah, I painted it. I'm working on it right now.
Is that the last bit of that weird giant ant butt kit you're working on? Oh, wait, that's not ant butt, but giant butt.
Nope. I saw the gun, the funnels, and a top coat.
I was like, you have like a week and a half before, the pain.
Yeah, I'll have it done.
Okay, good.
Gonna be an action entry.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I still gotta make a base too.
Okay, I found it. I actually bought it on eBay a long time ago for $30 used, so not bad. Because I think new is like 45 or something like that.
Is Clem still here?
That's
Oh,
a good
there's-
question.
He's in the echo, so he's probably there. Is Henry still here?
I am.
So quiet.
He's just in the zone. Tim, I can see what you're saying, but I'm letting people talk, so calm your tits, Tim. Fuck.
Why, what did Tim say?
Said do a better job of the chatting. They're talking. Let them talk.
But he asked the question, says, what's everyone's sign?
That's not a valid question, Taurus Aries.
How is that not a valid question?
He probably saw the sign and it opened up his eyes. He saw the sign.
That's right. It's a
What's
valid
your
question.
Great balls in the moon. Taurus, Leo, Cancer. Oh, got that. Wow.
Next.
So,
I think he does, Tim.
George, you think you'll have your kit done by the show?
Not even sure if I'll make it to the show, to be honest. I'm really hoping so, but right now money's a bit difficult. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to finish up a few of these projects I got in the works.
You can just air package them over to me, and I'll get them entered for you.
Oh, you do that?
yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll just won't have your name on it, but you'll get credit.
Yeah, I'll just make sure I actually tell, these guys that I'm sending something over. Ah.
Tim's asking what is everyone entering into the GBWC? Well, before Mike opens his mouth, Mike's entering that diorama. That's for sure. And that other doohickey thing.
Tim has discouraged me from entering, so...
I'll also be entering my the new Gurkha that I have. That's my other entry.
I got Bubkiss. I got my high-grade Zaku 1. That's the best thing I built all year.
That'll be the diorama and the new Gurkha.
I built a house.
Yeah, didn't you? That was last year you worked on the house.
No, I'm working on the house this year. It's still up for sale.
Here you go.
And I
The
built
ultimate
a tutorial.
GBWC entry right here.
We have a winner.
Wow.
And this is where I'm going to say it. That already beats a majority of what I've heard about the East Coast standard.
Who represented the last 2 years? Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was it? It was Kevin, right? Yeah, he was East Coast, right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so there's one guy on the East Coast.
Oh man, Tim's
Yep.
up there too.
Yeah, but he's from Hong Kong, so it's like
Oh man.
all those
You
Germans
guys,
up in
you
the
guys are all born in America, right? Right, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I know how Tupac felt.
Hey, you're gonna do something about that steam line.
Yeah, that's points off already.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Although the Bandai guys, you know, they've let go
They might
work.
not see it.
Yep.
Just put
As long
about
as the paint-
5
as long as the paint looks good, you can have nibs and everything else going on.
Yeah, you can also have a Gundam kit, and you might make it.
As long as it's got lots of guns, lots of swords, you're set.
So just the Strike Freedom kit, got it.
Or even Castadia.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get this mock done in time.
No, you won't, because if I hear you're entering it, it won't survive. It won't.
Well, what am I gonna do with it? Come on.
You're gonna go play Gundam Build Ages with it or something. I don't know. And what was your complaint about the feet? I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Oh, they're hollow.
The bottoms that aren't completed?
Yeah, so it's like, is P Bandai gonna sell the bottoms of these feet so you can complete the?
No, a lot of high grades are like that these days. It's really irritating.
Yeah, but this is especially bad.
Well, yeah.
This
I
is
mean,
like egregious. Come on.
well,
Then it's
just got
seriously a
bigger feet is
$10
all.
kit.
What, Terry?
It's seriously a $10 kit. You're picking out the
So
salt
make
of the ocean
make
at this
it
point, man.
$10.50 kit. And,
Yeah.
and fill in the freaking feet, please.
Wants his feet for an extra 50 cents, all right?
I'll pay a whole $1 for them. Except I don't want to have to order them from Asia on the black market.
Did I tell you that kit is ridiculous? That if you want to switch the hands out, it actually uses 1/100 hands, not 144 hands.
Yeah. I got a bag of hands, so I can put better hands on it.
I
We
think
all got a few of those laying around.
the feet are hollow so that when you use it with Plovsky particles, it's lighter, because that's real.
Ooh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But probably the show.
And I'm talking about people who think it's real. There are people who talk like it's real.
Yeah, I see them at certain shows.
I've got some that beetle-looking mobile suit with the big wings.
Beetle-looking suit with the big wings.
Those dude, name escapes me. Oh, Kublai. I got some Kublai hands. I also got some Kublai hands on this guy. It'll be awesome. This is my bag of hands from Old Master.
I was gonna go buy the hands kit because I'm like, I need different hands. They only have stupid fists. How am I supposed to make them Power Ranger pose with fists?
Well, these fists are really ugly too.
Did you guys see the Kublai from Chicago? That was pretty good. That girl did it. Was the first time entering.
Oh yeah.
Butterfly?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Papillon?
Yes, that was cool.
It was nicely done.
Okay, I remember the Papillon. I remember the name.
We'll catch you guys later.
Toodles.
Who was that?
Right?
Matt.
You Matt.
It was
Take
Matt.
care, Matt.
Hey, now Tim can join. Don't tell Tim.
Nah,
I'm
he
not
enjoys complaining in chat instead.
You want to see what I did?
Switch it over. Yeah, it's on you.
So I did all the pigment work and I just sealed it. So focusing.
Right, all right, all right.
Tim,
I'm
you got
trying to.
20 minutes, Tim, to join.
Is it focusing? No.
He can go for 20 minutes. He's good for 20 minutes, right?
So it looks pretty good.
Looks good.
I'm happy with it.
Let's see, Jim.
Mike, are you taunting me with that act guy? And I'm trying to remember what the story was again behind it now. It's been so long.
I just got these today, some water slides for it.
I'm Mike. I multitask, asshole.
Yeah, you know.
See you guys later.
Some nice water slides. Those are going to go in the box.
There's Matt.
Bye.
Now I can go down the water slide into the ocean.
There you go.
See, I see you keep throwing out the dad jokes, Dan. You just keep at it.
Yes.
I get in trouble for those kind of jokes. It's like you have no right to make those kind of stupid
The
jokes.
Rick Ryan one's
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
awesome. I named my iPod the Titanic. It's sinking, Carl. It's sinking. Oh, it's the best.
Tired of masking.
You're tired of masking.
Yeah, man, I did like a couple of pieces. I did like 5 pieces.
I'm still masking.
Yeah, but this
5 pieces. Oh, 5 pieces. Man.
Yeah, but it's a 5-star story kit, man. Every piece is like insanely detailed. Gotta get all little crazy crevices and stuff.
I once masked one of those SD Gundam kits. That was a nightmare. Not the SD. What is it?
Sangokudins?
Yeah, the Three Kingdom series.
Those are fun.
It's nuts. I love those kits, but trying to mask them is just nuts. They're so small.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces.
I declare a thumb war.
6 pieces.
We've been reduced to that now. Is that it?
No,
Yeah,
it's
normally
not.
I should resell my round.
For some reason, Mike, that picture of the Sazabi you have on the wall, I figure it has like you wrote in it like, "Good going, Mike. Sign the Sazabi."
Oh, this one? That was a small photo that came with the conversion kit. They all come with these nice little glossy photos.
Ah,
Yeah, I stuck it sticky tack, but
What's up, Timmy?
his mic
that's
doesn't work.
the
Yeah, seriously, don't let me go to your house because I will literally tape like a little piece of tape that says "Good going, Mike. Sign the Sazabi."
Oh, here I got a bigger one on the wall here that has the whole backside.
Nice upskirt.
I'll just stick that back up. Stick it back over here. Yeah, they're all over the room.
Dan, did that arms kit come with that Gatling gun?
No, this is from, remember that promotion they had last year? Where they were like selling these dumb little giveaway things with when you bought a high grade kit?
Oh yeah.
And the extra joints. Well, here's a good chance to make use of that thing. I'm trying to throw like all my extra junk onto this block.
You're gonna outweigh the kit. You're gonna have to
Probably
actually fill in
like-
those feet with weight.
Oh, shit.
I'm going full Franken Gundam on it.
I thought you were doing that on that kit, the 144 with the buzzsaw.
Oh yeah, but that's. I'm gonna paint that one with a airbrush.
Is your setup now in the garage if you have to do it?
Yeah. Well, did I show you guys the other day? It's like
Yeah, I saw it. The emptiness.
French. So yeah, I'm literally building out of box. I mean out of box.
You're building on Ruby's table over there.
Box.
Out of a box, yeah. Oh, really?
Like that.
Out of a box.
I'm like a gunpla hobo.
It's an OOB build.
Yeah.
Now, when you say out of the box, are you saying out of the box or gunpla out of the box?
Out of OOBB, out of a big box.
Bring your own BB.
No, you know when you have IPMS where if you say out of the box, it's out of the box, and then if you say in the gunpla community, what's out of the box, it means I snapped it.
No, sometimes out of the box means I think they bought it from somebody and presented it as their own. I'm always paranoid of that when I hear people do commissions. I'm like, what if you see your kit like raking up the trophies and you're like, well.
Then you just post a picture of your work in progress. I'm like, he can do that.
Dear East Coast builders,
Well, I guess we'll
commission one of those Gundam guys. He will clean up.
Oh.
I guess we'll find out.
Unless Tim's there or someone else in this chat. So just avoid their areas and you'll clean up. I kid. My work's garbage.
Okay, making friends.
Exactly.
These guys are gonna show up to our show and say, "Okay, who's this Terry asshole?"
That's right.
I will deny that I'm even that person.
That guy's a dick.
Kind of a dick.
Did you get a voice box? Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Well, he's over there.
Well, then I'll look for the guy with the voice box.
You don't gotta look for me.
That would mean I'd have to actually go, so it's a lot of work.
Hey, it's worth it.
I don't know. Do I really want a shot glass holder or? Oh man. I hope Clem gets something joking around. He's not gonna take it serious.
Clem's gonna go cut himself right now. You're so mean to him.
Clem's gonna go cut me.
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
I'd have to
That would mean he'd have to get away from his diorama.
What was that supposed to mean?
Means you're putting in a lot of work.
What?
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what to
Nope.
do here.
Mike's like, what are you talking about? Diorama? What diorama? Diorama?
Yeah.
That's upstairs now.
Call it a diorama? Not your diorama. I mean, you were talking about Clem's diorama. It doesn't.
Your diorama.
All right.
Oh, okay. This is your chance to mock Clem's diorama because it was already done.
Now that would be sour grapes. He just jinxed himself if he did that. So.
12 minutes.
So we're done? Yep.
You're doing 2 hours, right?
Yeah, 2 hours. Anyone on the call have questions? Or anyone on the chat have questions? Tim's on, but he doesn't have a video. What's up with that, Tim?
I had a question.
Yes.
How would you take photos of a paint that constantly changes color?
I do it in sunlight. Yeah, I'll do it in sunlight and just get it from like different angles, and you get or actually do a video. You don't do a photo shoot. You just do a video of it.
That's the way that I yelled at.
Get the rig like the Matrix. The camera's in a circle. Like Trinity.
Or a turntable.
Don't ask silly questions.
God damn it.
Not a silly question. It's a good question. It's a damn good question.
Not a silly question. It's a valid question.
It is a very valid question. I have trouble taking pictures of like color shifting paints as well.
I think I would just take a picture in one set of light and then move the light and take another picture to kind of show like, okay, from this angle it's this, from that angle it's that.
But Clem doesn't want to show the models in infrared, if you get what I mean. Oh, black light.
I knew you said infrared.
I don't know. Does Girl Come show up on infrared?
Yes.
I think you mean black light, and I assume it does. Those Gundam guys have now been upgraded to rated R programming.
Now?
That's probably happened.
Just
It was
now?
just language before. So PG-13.
We'd have to have people watching us to worry about that.
Aww.
So it's called self-deprecating humor. We have a decent audience. Hi, audience. How are you guys doing tonight?
See, that's why I make fun of the East Coast. I just bust some balls. You guys are all better than me anyways. I don't build kits.
You're getting there. Get that big old Gatling gun up here. crazy ridiculous overarm.
He's starting to look like an armored core now with all the weapons.
Well, I'd never do something that was like actually from a real Gundam series, but for this dumb manga, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna put weapons everywhere.
Alright, can you assholes hear me now?
Bit of echoey, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a bad echo.
Hello, Timmy.
What up?
Were you having problems?
Well, I was on the computer. I was working on the layout for the base, and my mic wasn't working, so I had to come in here into the studio where webcam's set up. So it is what it is. I just wanted to come in and tell Terry next time I'm in the studio, I'm gonna kick your ass for fucking around with East Coast builders, motherfucker.
Hey Tim, do me a favor and say, I feel like the luckiest man in the face of the earth.
It's funny, Tim was saying all that stuff and I assumed he was yelling at me, but I was actually away from the computer so I only caught the tail end of it. Love you too, Tim.
Alright, huge ass echo right now.
Love you too, Terry. It's all good.
It's not from Tim.
It's not Tim? Oh, is the mic back on? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that's gotta be Clem.
Yeah.
Always Clem.
Okay, then Clem's gotta say, I feel like the luckiest man in the face of the earth.
Today I
It's
consider
not me,
myself...
jackasses. I moved myself. It wasn't me.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, but you're back on and now it's happening like crazy.
Is it me?
I played in the new guy.
Are you Johnny White? Is this me?
I can't tell. Oh,
Oh.
Jim, it's you.
It's me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let me turn on the volume. Maybe that's it.
Sir, could you first?
You can unmute, Tim.
Thank you.
Today?
DGMFX56 says, I need to find a way to get a hold of one of those new masquerade GM cannons. I want to paint one up like Vile.
I couldn't understand a word of that.
Clem, now it is you.
I started to actually read it thinking it was a question, and it was just saying it.
I have
Sorry.
more than one bounce. Yeah, no, Jim, it's still bouncing on yours.
Let me put my headset on.
And Dan, to make you happy.
Light sound on, buddy.
Oh, okay. Wait, it's gone now. I was gonna do the speech.
I just muted Jim, so it's him.
Yeah, it was Jim.
These are harsh.
Oh well.
All right, Tim, since you jumped in at this time, what are we working on now?
The base for the hummingbird. Asshole.
What, you heard me talking that it looked like a Voltron before?
What?
So you didn't? Okay, never mind.
I said, does the rest of the hummingbird get a base or just the asshole?
Oh, just the asshole, man. And I was talking about Terry.
Oh,
Haven't you seen how those Bandai bases attach?
that's true.
Yeah? But it won't accommodate the hummingbird.
Damn near killed me.
You mean the kind that just sit right in it?
In the basement.
Looks like an oversized postcard right now. Or post stamp. Postage.
Yes, it is.
Out, camera went, ate poop. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, we're good.
Scuffing up the back here so I can glue it down.
5 minutes.
Alright, audience, this is the last 5 minutes, so you got 5 minutes to get your questions in.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why did Terry feel it was necessary to install all East Coast builders?
Because I'm making a joke the one time I saw models, I was like, what the hell? But the winners were so clearly obvious.
Name.
And Tim, I think you would have said your models. You would be. I would always say that if Tim's models are there, I'm assuming Tim's winning.
Thanks for making it uncomfortable, Tim.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to made it uncomfortable. Terry insulted the East Coast builders, man.
Yeah.
That's just to get you riled up, Tim.
Oh, good.
I don't even know any East Coast builders besides the ones that I talk to regularly on here. I'm sure there's amazing ones I just don't know about.
Holy
Because I
shit.
don't actually look or pay attention.
Terry didn't even know there were East Coast builders until he met us.
I didn't know there was an East Coast until I met some new people.
There you go.
Then there won't be a West Coast.
Anyone watch the game?
What game?
Yeah, what game?
Possible last NBA game?
Is it football season yet?
It's not
Does LA have a team yet?
NBA. That's basketball, right?
Yes.
Clement mentions the sport.
Segment here later.
Because I was actually kind of curious about the sport.
Why, you want to try to take a dick pic of LeBron again?
Yeah, one of them.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do you?
Well, he's not exactly my type. I like short, round, middle-aged Asian myself.
It's not very nice.
Everybody was laughing. I thought it was pretty nice.
It's not nice at all.
It's got casey fever.
Holy shit! Did I actually shut Clem up?
No, I'm actually concentrating, you jackass.
Concentrating on that burn.
You know I love you, buddy.
All right, with that, we're in the last minute. So, last words.
Okay.
Very East Coast thing to say, Chris.
Thank you.
That's what I say, Evangelion for life.
Nerd.
Isn't Howard Stern on the West Coast now?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's in for the shooting of that show. I think he flies out for a while for that show.
Yeah, after they like, you gotta pay now, I was like, nope, I don't listen to you anymore.
All right, well, the usual plugs. Go ahead, Clem.
Not really. Don't have anything to plug. So, I mean, tune in next time. So when we have this in another 2 weeks, I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you guys have questions, go ahead and prepare them ahead of time. You can always email us at tgglive at thosegundamguys.org. Anyone else want to plug their stuff? Go for it.
East Coast for life. No?
Hell yeah!
If any East Coast builders were offended by the comments that Terry had said, please send all complaint emails to terry@thosegundamguys.com. You will field all your and
I'll send a
You're gonna make me have to create that email now, you jackass.
Don't do it because I won't read it. I'll circumvent it myself. If you're offended by it, get a little bit thicker skin. I was joking.
If you're offended, suck it.
Or just send a picture of a model kit, whatever, and then I'll be like, cool, whatever, it's better than mine.
If you're offended, just don't throw rocks at Tim's house. You'll feel better.
You're
You know,
white.
I was offended by what you said about East Coast modelers. I was hurt by what you said about Armored Core.
Yeah, well, George, you know what? The first kit does suck. The rest are okay.
Still waiting for his address. I thought we were told to throw rocks at his house. What happened? What's his
you
address?
throw rocks at my house, Chris?
Not your house.
Oh.
Terry's house.
Oh.
They said throw rocks at his house. What's the address?
No, it's in Zizek's Way. Go have fun.
He just called you Wade. Physics Wade.
All right, we're signing out. Clem,
Right.
load up.
Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Good night.